The Rival Signing Day show continues here with Washington State coach Jake Dickert. And Jake, another busy day, but you're starting to get into the groove of this thing. It's not, first full recruiting class. You feel really good about it and how things are going here?
Oh, it's great. We're in our second full cycle, and you can just tell. I mean, when you can really invest 365 days to their kids, their families, what they really value and what they really want to be and create and share a vision with them, I think it's really important. I think the bottom line, we started off this class by saying we got to find the right guys. And I think that's absolutely what we did, and we're excited about it.
Stopping the run seemed to be a focus in this class, getting defensive linemen in there. Was that really a targeted thing, or was it just throughout the year that's kind of worked out that way?
Well, I think anytime you can reestablish a class at the line of scrimmage, I think it's vitally important. I think there's no secret. I'm a defensive guy, and there's the best way to stop anybody is to have a really, really good disruptive front. I think we addressed that need. I think an instant impact guy like Cyrus Webster to replace some of the production that we lost last year is a huge gift for our program. And then, 4 young guys, they have length, they have size, they have speed, they have athleticism, and they're really physical. So excited to see, the Jackson Cowgills and Hiram Benjamin Moores and see how they're going to develop. And, Malachi Rice is just a guy that in 2-3 years, Coug fans are going to really need to know because he's going to be wrecking shop out there in the backfield. So excited about how we built it, really starting up front and work our way back.
Let's turn to the offense a little bit. Evan Schubert, quarterback, Canadian kid, goes down to Florida and plays. What do you think you're getting from him? And a kid that kind of likes to be in the pocket, but can definitely run it too.
Well, I think we found him, to be honest with you, randomly at a Mercer college football camp. We went down there looking for speeding receivers and DBs. They ended up finding our future quarterback. I think the vision is Anthony Richardson. He's 6'3", he's 215. We clocked him in the 4.6s, which he would probably say he's faster than that. Big arm, just excited about it. And then you learn his journey. He's from Montreal, Canada, right? So he's been in the cold. He knows what it takes. He understands what it's going to like to play here at Washington State. So I just love his personality, his leadership, and what he's brought to the table each and every day, really throughout our process.
Those satellite camps, huh? We have to show up to those too.
They are good. It's more than just a coaching's convention. We're out there working. So excited about finding something like that, our future down there.
Definitely. I think maybe more than anybody in the country, and I think you know where I'm going here with portal stuff, you have to deal with it and recruit to your own roster a little bit. How difficult has it been? Is it just the reality of what we're now dealing with, and you have to accept it and adapt it the best you can?
Well, I think it's no longer just recruiting. It's whole entire roster management, a lot like the NFL, except for our guys are free agents every year, which makes it a huge challenge. I think the biggest thing for us at Washington State, whether that's an old school approach or just something that we really believe in, is we're going to build it majority through the high school ranks. And the foundation and the developmental process, and not trying to be year to year with talent. We want to develop these guys, and then you pour into them along the way, and they have buy-in to your place, and they want to leave here as Cougs, because I think, that's getting to be less and less important, to athletes, but to really get guys that want to be at your place. You find them for the right reasons. They understand the plan. They understand who they're going to be with. And you carry that out and you be ultra consistent. And that's what we want to provide to young people. I think that's how they grow, mature, and maximize all their potential. Because, we're just looking for consistency at the end of the day. And I think Washington State can provide that.
I think you're pretty well versed on the conference realignment stuff. But to just have a semblance of clarity now on what it could be moving forward, how much does that help you just as a head coach of a football team? But also when you're going out recruiting, you could actually tell kids something now,
Well, I think clarity is important. And I think the biggest thing that we've always tried to do, whether it's our team or it's the recruits, is give them information from the inside out, right? Because when you perceive information on Twitter, that could go a million different ways. So that takes communication and talking about hard things, being open and honest, understand how it affects everybody and why it's important to them. So our guys did a tremendous job of staying together. I think there's a belief in our program and what we can do and how we can do it. But at the end of the day, to now finally have a target and say, hey, these are the games we're playing. This is who we're going to go. We have a bridge year in the Pac-12. We'll see what the future holds as far as rebuilding that and what it looks like. But now we know the targets, and it's time to get back to work.
Last thing, and I saw your tweet the other day. Beautiful office, beautiful helmets, but that flock tree that needs work. I think that needs work.
It was a shout out to Miss Taylor in our recruiting department, and they're done like a little Cougs Christmas, man. You can't deny it.
Definitely on the Palouse. That is Washington State coach Jake Dickert. Jake, thanks so much, man.
Absolutely, go Cougs.